You know, these videos aren't for kids. If you aren't at least 18 or are easily offended, you should probably click off. We here at Dual Wield accept no responsibility for your children. So if you are an adult who sat your kids down to watch our videos, you should be ashamed. Anywho, back to the video.
Greetings, my loyal subjects. It is I, the Prince of All Saints, Vegeta Almighty, back for some more amazing Dual Wield content. And as requested and as promised, we are here with the Prince Cooks. Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally upon us. Today, I will be personally making a delicious Filet Mignon, or Filet Mignon, as they say in weird parts of the world. Got some rosemary for it, and I got garlic because I really didn't feel like meticulously slicing up and mincing garlic, and I don't have a mincer, so I just got this, mostly because I couldn't be asked to mince garlic. And on the side, we're gonna make some sautéed baby bella mushrooms. So, first things first, I'm going to, now that I have this, I'm going to prep everything first by taking this filet mignon and seasoning it and leaving it out on a plate just out of frame. So, I'm going to do that real quick, and I'm going to throw this trash. I'm going to do that real quick, and I'm going to come back, and then we'll actually get started by making the baby bella mushrooms. So, alright. So as you can see, I have my seasoned filet mignon, and I didn't go too hard since I'm going to be adding some stuff in the cooking process. Wanted to make sure that I kept it kind of simple. But for now, this is it. I'm going to leave it out for about half an hour to an hour. That's what you typically want to do. But in the meantime, I'm actually going to be working on the sliced mushrooms. So, we're going to be doing that next. This aside, and we're going to be sauteing these delicious mushrooms. So, let's get to it. Alright, so now that the pan is nice and hot, we're going to add the oil. In fact, let me go ahead and we are ready for pan cam now, I believe. Okay, perfect. We're going to add a little bit of oil just to make sure. And we're going to add the mushrooms afterwards. Just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. I don't want to do too much. I think I did a little more than I wanted to. It's okay. I'm going to add just the tiniest bit of butter to this as well, because butter is incredibly unhealthy and delicious, and I'm a glutton for punishment. There we go. I'll save the rest of this for later, when I'm going to need it later. So, this melts up real quick. You guys can thank Jen for that joke, by the way. Here's the one who came up with the garlic thing. I'm stealing that from him, and I'm man enough to admit it. I'm going to do just... This pan is a little warped, unfortunately. So... just a little bit more. This oven runs, or stovetop runs weird here. a lot hotter than it should be on some occasions. And yeah, a little bit burnt here and there, but it's okay. Still not quite used to running this stove, admittedly. This stove runs hotter for some reason. I have the hood stove, basically, as I like to say. It's like my water. It runs extremely hot when you run it hot. Too much. Turn it off nice and spread out here. Probably gonna run some more oil in here just to be safe, because it is burning up a little bit quicker than I would like. More of those in there. Get them nice and spread out evenly. Like I said before, just a little bit more oil in here because it is running so hot. And then we're just going to time it for 10 minutes. And then carry on. I shall return. Alright. Well, it has only been about 5 minutes. But, again, stove hotter than thought is nice. And it's getting that golden brown color. And I think these are looking very juicy and very done. So, we're going to take these off the heat. And we're going to season them. And we're going to do a little taste test just to make sure, you know, it's good. Just a pinch of salt. Don't add too much. I really think it's about all we need, but a little pepper in. You don't want to do too much of these because of the garlic already in there and everything. And not to mention, this is not the main course. This will be going on top of our main course. Again, I'm using paper plates. I am in the process of packing up and preparing for a move. So I don't exactly have actual plates and stuff. Mostly, I really don't eat like a lot of home-cooked meals that I cook myself when it's just me. I feel like it's making too much of a fuss over myself to cook for just myself. And I say that because Jen and I both agree that making spaghetti doesn't exactly count as cooking. So, you know, I don't really bother cooking for myself a whole lot because I just don't feel like making the fuss. You know, it's not really worth the effort when I'm not that picky when it comes to how my food is prepared. I'm a microwave dinner kind of guy. You know, bachelor pad and bachelor life and all that, you guys know. But, yeah. Ultimate test is, does this taste any good? Well, you're going to have to trust me on this. Couldn't find anybody to, you know, come over and try my food, because I don't really know nobody in this state anymore. But, get this little one right here. Too much of a fuss. They're very hot. This plate is very hot. This could just be me. But I love a good sauteed mushroom. That was delicious. Now, here I'll do the rest of the fucking mushrooms. The mushrooms are done, but I still have a little bit of time. I think for now, I'm going to put everything away for just the time being, and I shall return once it is time to make the steak. All right. Now, first of all, preheat the oven to about 360. Oh, too much. Too much. Oh well. Now, what you want to do is you don't want to really do it for too long. You just want to sear it about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Best way to cook this kind of steak is, of course, to put it in the oven after you give it a nice little sear. Unfortunately, the way this pan is a little warped, it'll make this part easier said than done. Now, quick story about this pan. I've actually had this pan longer than I've had this YouTube channel. I actually got this pan in, I want to say 2018? Sounds about right. I got this pan in 2018 as a wedding gift, actually. I had a whole set of Tefal. It's actually a Tefal pan, believe it or not. I got a whole set of Tefal epoxy pans and stuff like that for my wedding. And all I have to show for it now is this pan. I believe there's more somewhere. I don't know if I have it all or if she still has any of it. Don't really care. Just thought it was funny that I've had this pan for what? Maybe math is hard. 7 years? I've had this pan for 7 years. That's insane. Yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit more oil here. Because the way this pan is laid out, it's kind of bowing in the middle there, bubbling up. Add some more oil just because it needs to have oil because this thing is fucked up. Trying to burn everything, you know. So I'm having to make do with subpar equipment, which is not great. That is a bummer about this pan. This is the only pan I really have. I need a cast iron, if I'm being honest, for this, but I don't own a cast iron. So we're at a bit of an impasse when it comes to that. Maybe I'll do a follow-up cooking video when I have better, equipment and shit of that nature. So, since I don't know if this is oven safe or not, I have this as well for when you actually get to the oven stage. What I'm gonna do now, what I'm doing now, while this continues to sear for the next couple minutes, I'm gonna add the butter to this pan. I think this is good enough for now. So we're gonna this nice sear on both sides. Here. Anyway, as you can see, put that in there. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in here as well. It's supposed to stay in the skillet, but I don't have, a skillet. I'm going to put a little bit more butter in here. well, because I don't have the ceiling put in. Again, I'm running with like half the equipment I should have, so kind of setting myself up for a cabinet failure here. But that's okay, because this is balling on a budget. So we're gonna go ahead and actually, you know what? Go ahead. This is such a bigger pan. Go. An extra half a stick. Right. Add the garlic. I'm just gonna. I like garlic, so I'm gonna put a lot of garlic in there. You can feel free to put less or more, depending. Oh, you can help it with. Just there. I'm gonna push this all to one side, actually, so it can kind of stew in its own goodness. Over here. Like I said, I like a lot of garlic. I like things extra garlicky. It's just me. Feel free to, like I said, do more or less as you so please. I'm not telling you how to cook. I'm simply displaying my own prowess for doing something. Actually, I don't want too much garlic on there. There we go. That's garlic crusted. Okay. Now, that's my niece, rosemary. Rosemary in there. I don't have enough. I don't expect it to be this few, but this. So, and the other one. I'm gonna put a little more around it, just because this is a lot of room. Yep. Again, making do with the bare minimum that I have. They're going to pop this bad boy in the oven for about 7 minutes, because I like mine a certain type of way. I know that not everyone does. I don't like mine medium well. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put this in the oven, 7 minutes. We'll come back, pull it out the oven, and then we'll put it all together and taste test it. Okay, into the oven. Here we go. And now, simply wait. Oh, something smells good. Go ahead and turn this off. Let's get this bad boy out the oven. Ooh. Woo-wee. That rosemary is strong, boy. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Now, doesn't that just look divine? Ignore the butter, obviously, but oh, it smells heavenly. Oh, I'm gonna plate this. Pardon my French. Before we plate, we must first cut and see just how it is.
Oh look, my dumbass forgot to let it rest and said just put it on a cutting board and cut it straight out of the oven instead of actually letting it rest. So look at me be confused as to the consistency and the cook temperature and the doneness of it. How did I forget to do this?
Ooh. Look at that. Huh? Yummy. Okay. So, change my mind. What is the point of plating something when it's just going to get eaten any soon anyway? Just there we go. First, let's go ahead and take another mushroom. Still amazing. Still really good. No, steak. It's very tender. Just falling apart. Very much so more rare than medium rare. Or not medium rare, but then medium well. I don't know how this came out this way. This could just be another issue with my damn oven.
No, it's an issue with your brain.
But we're gonna go ahead and taste it. If I die, you know, we'll blame. I love it. Let's go ahead and taste. Wish me luck. Okay. That's good. That's really good. Oh man. Now admittedly, this is my first time using an oven to make one of these. But so usually I'm used to there being a little bit more, I have better control over the routing, but I read this is the best way to make a filet mignon. Gotta say, fantastic piece of meat. The garlic on top for me does a really good bit of work because I'm not a garlic, so that's just me. If you don't like garlic, don't put any garlic on it at all. But this is really good. I'm thoroughly pleased with how this came out. So good. So, I just want to make sure, yeah, it's hot, so. Yeah, anyway, suck it, Jen. I told you I could cook. Again, it would have been better had I had the proper equipment that I needed. But, all in all, this is really good. I know it looks a mess because the way I have it played or whatever, but, all in all, fantastic. Tastes really good. I'm pleased with the results. And I am now going to eat my dinner, if you don't mind. But with that being said, thank you all so much for coming out. And yeah, I really wish I had somebody here to taste this other than myself. But unfortunately, like I said, I don't know anybody else to take this up. This is going to have to do. But see you all in the next one. We're going to get back to doing some normal content here very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that. Okay. Bye-bye.
Alright, and now it's time for a little bit of post-lunch clarity. So, I can confirm, medium rare. Not exactly what I was used to eating. Gotta admit, I think I enjoyed it. A lot more than I thought I was going to enjoy eating medium rare. Might have to start ordering my steaks like that now. But, yes, medium rare. I did not poison myself. I did not undercook it. I'm fine. This is a few days later. I'm editing this. I'm alive. I'm not dead. I'm good. My stomach is fine. I'm actually hungry again, so bye.